Scientists are building artificial pyramids and studying them, and what they discovered can change the whole world. Did you know that Sudan has more pyramids than Egypt? But they're ancient, of course, but even more pyramids are clustered in South America, more than all the rest of the planet combined. For some reason, ancient man built pyramids all over the earth, and today's researchers are searching for the reason why. A legend about the energy power of the pyramids and the unusual powers that surround them have an origin that goes back centuries. The Soviet Union in the 1990s decided to fund a research program to study and harness these powers. Former weapons systems designer, Ukrainian scientist Dr. Alexander Golod, the plan called for the construction of 20 large pyramids in 8 different locations in Russia and Ukraine, all made of fiberglass, with the largest one found near Moscow being 44 meters in height, weighing over 55 tons. The institutes and research centers conducted the experiments in fields such as medicine, ecology, agricultural development, and geology. The scientists participated in the research have observed significant improvements in the immune system and tissue regeneration of people. It increased up to 100% yield of seeds stored for a few days in the pyramid. Moscow's Oil and Gas Academy built pyramids in southern Russia and saw the yield of the region's oil field increase. What is going on here? The conductivity of many materials also changed within the pyramids. The thermal limits of many materials varied significantly. They also noticed that as the height of the pyramid increases, so does the quality of the results. Wow. Russian scientists believe that the pyramid acts as a collector and capacitor of cosmic energy. If these qualities are harnessed, the benefits for all of humanity will be highly beneficial. In the 1930s, the Frenchman Antoine Bovis noticed inside the King's Hall in the wastebaskets the corpses of the cats and other small desert animals that had dried instead inside the pyramid, and despite the humidity, none of them had rotted, but they were all dried up like mummies. So puzzled, Bovis later made a miniature model of the pyramid and projected it like the pyramid, and he then placed a dead cat in its center, a third of the way from the base, and waited a few days to see what would happen. The result was that the animal's body was mummified, stopping the decomposition process by itself. Bovis hypothesized that the pyramid aided rapid dehydration and published his discovery. Reading it, Prague radio engineer Karl Durbal repeated Bovis's experiment several times with various dead animals and discovered that there was indeed a direct relationship between the shape and the interior of the pyramid on the one hand, and the physical, chemical, and biological processes happening in this space on the other hand. And by using appropriate shapes, we should be able to speed up or slow down these processes. At one point, Durbal placed a blunt razor in the center of the pyramid, and after a while he noticed with surprise that it became sharpened again. How did that happen? How did that happen? He immediately tried to patent the strange razor sharpener, but the Prague Patent Office could not accept anything so imaginative. At his insistence, their lead scientist tried his method, and saw that it does work. So they gave him one patent called the Cheops Pyramid Razor Sharpener, and a Czechoslovakian factory began producing miniature pyramids, first from cardboard and then from plastic. Expedition leader Arm Gohed, in an interview later, considered this scientifically impossible and remarked, "Call it what you will, insight, curse of the pharaohs, or magic, but there are forces at work inside the pyramids that defy the laws of science," he said. Dr. Volodymyr Krasnoholevets is a distinguished scientist from the Institute of Physics in Ukraine who spent over a decade investigating many pyramids of different heights and proportions. Russian institutes and research centers conduct experiments in fields such as medicine, ecology, agricultural development, and geology. The scientists participated in the research have observed significant improvements in the immune system and tissue regeneration of people. Here's a brief summary of the results from one of the following items. 1. The immune system of organisms can be improved. The synthesis of blood leukocytes increases. 2. Improved tissue regeneration. 3. Stored seeds. And in the pyramid for 1 to 5 days showed a 30 to 100% increase in performance. 4. Immediately after the construction of the pyramid in Lake Saint-Ligur, a significant improvement in ozone was observed over the area. 5. The seismic activity near the research areas of the pyramid decreased in severity and magnitude. That's very important, isn't it? 6. Violent weather also appears to be decreasing in the pyramid areas. 7. The pyramids built in South Russia and Bashkiria seem to have a positive effect on oil production, with increasingly less viscosity by 30%, and the efficiency of oil wells increasing according to tests carried out by Moscow Academy of Oil and Natural Gas. 8. A study was done on 5,000 salt and pepper inmates who were exposed to a pyramid energy field. I don't know what that means, but anyway, that's what it says. Test subjects showed a significant, greatly improved overall behavior on the violence quotient. 9. Standardized tissue culture test shows an increase in cell tissue survival after infection by viruses and bacteria. 10. Radioactive substances show a reduced level of radiation inside the pyramid. 11. There are reports of automatic charging of capacitors. 12. Physicists noted significant changes in the temperature of superconductivity thresholds and in the properties of semiconducting materials and nanocarbon. 13. The water inside the pyramid remains liquid at minus 40 degrees Celsius, but will freeze immediately if impacted in any way. What is that? I mean, that's not possible, but it says, water remains liquid even at minus 40 degrees Celsius. It's interesting to note that the results seem to show that increasing the height of the pyramid improves the quality of the results. The pyramids have also been found to restore luster to jewelry and coins, and also they've been found to clean the water. They marinate and dehydrate meat, eggs, and other food. They help to keep the milk fresh and prevent acidification without refrigeration. Can you imagine? Dehydrated flowers without losing their shape or color. It helps to increase the growth rate of plants. They contribute to achieving increased relaxation. Improves the taste of coffee, wine, and some fruit juices. It promotes the healing of wounds, bruises, and burns, as it reduces pain from toothache and headaches. And there's also a video of David Wilcock discussing the Russian pyramid research. So you can see from this short survey, there's a lot to learn about the natural forces around us. It seems the Egyptians and others worldwide, the ancients, really knew some of this when they were designing the Great Pyramids of Giza. However, with modern scientific research techniques, it's now possible to gain even greater insight and benefit from the pyramid experiment. By using the pyramids, we could heal the planet from centuries of environmental pollution, for example. Revive the currently extinct species of plant, heal the body, and so on. These are just some of the things we have the ability to check. There's no doubt that there are countless other uses that we will discover in the future, in future research. This I've translated from a Greek article for you. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.